Welcome to the Bendino Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. WNBA censorship has been on quite a run over the last 7 days. Last Sunday, the Atlanta Dream security went up to two fans and said, "Hey, you guys got to take off these shirts supporting women's sports. Otherwise, you will be forcefully removed from the premises." Wait, huh? Then, throughout this week, we get wind of a Seattle Times journalist. Seattle Times journalist over there in Washington, on numerous occasions, tried to run stories talking about women competing against men in sports. Tried to run stories about girls competing against boys in girls' sports. Every opportunity he tried to bring to the editor, he tried to bring to get published, throw it in the trash. Then this whole Sophie Cunningham story broke wide open. Very in the news. So what did he do? He interviewed a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old and got their perspective on the situation. Then he learned that, damn, they've been competing against boys in their sport since they were in 8th grade. Seattle Times said, no, we can't have that. We need to censor stories like this. So the narrative that, it only happens every once in a while stays afloat. That reporter said, I'm tired of being censored. I'm tired of being muzzled. I'm out of here. And here we are, August 22nd. The Indiana Fever are in New York. And before the game even tips off, a Sophie Cunningham supporter is getting censored. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. A Sophie Cunningham fan paid to have a message supporting XXXY Athletics displayed at a New York Liberty game only for the team to alter and censor her original submission. She tells Jack Thompson Fox the Liberty said they will only allow positive submissions to be displayed.
You planned to have a message played on the Jumbotron at Barclays Center tomorrow.
Yes, I
did.
did.
What happened to that plan?
I wanted to put up a message to Jennifer Say and thank her for everything that she's doing, and it got approved. I paid for it. That was 5 days ago. And then 24 hours before the game, I get an email that said they're going to alter my message and gave me no reason or recourse.
So 5 days ago, the message got approved. And then 24 hours before the game tips off, they take it down and they alter it. Which, if they were, let's say 5 days ago, they came back and they were transparent. Look, this isn't this isn't what we want. Here, we don't want it. We're gonna alter it. Then at least this person would have time to think of a new message. But them waiting as long as they waited, this also didn't allow the fan to think of a new message. Maybe pressured the fan into saying, you know what? All right, just run whatever you're going to run. As long as it says Jennifer Say's name, I'm cool with it. But it really put this fan in a bad spot, especially if they're not going to be able to get their money back for this message either. Making them wait 24 hours, it's bad news bears.
What was the original message you had, and what is the message they wanted to put up there?
Yeah, so my original message was, thank you, Jennifer Say. XXXY Athletics will save the day. Then their response was, or their altercation of this was, thank you, Jennifer Say. Thank you for all you do for XXXY Athletics. Yeah, they said it was not in the spirit and it wasn't positive. I don't understand it. It's I'm celebrating someone who's doing amazing things for women.
So you're saying that
not in the spirit and not positive. And if we listen to her message, it's pretty much as dumbed down as it possibly could be. It doesn't even say, thanks for saving women's sports. Thanks for keeping women's. This has nothing of that matter. It just says, shout out to Jennifer Say of XXXY Athletics. You guys will save the day. So if you're in tune with what's going on, you might know what she's talking about. But if you're not and you just look at the scoreboard, oh, that's a nice message, and you move on with your day. Now, this is making everybody's day.
Liberty told you that the reason they wanted to change your message because the message you proposed wasn't positive. What were their exact words exactly?
They said, our scoreboard messages are limited to positive celebratory content and submissions that may intentionally or unintentionally violate that spirit are not eligible for display. Thanks, New York Liberty sales team. Word salad. I don't know.
Yep, word salad. That seems to be the preferred appetite of these people. Word salad.
Know what that means. What did I do wrong? I want a code. I want a violation. I read everything. I read their website. I made sure to follow the rules. I said nothing derogatory. I didn't even say women's sports.
Yeah.
I just said shout out to the CEO of a dope company who's changing the world from my perspective. That's obviously not their perspective, but is this America? Can we have different perspectives? They know what I'm saying. With XXXY athletics will save the day. The day I'm trying to save is that girls don't have to play with boys anymore. They know what I'm saying. We're not going to stop. That's all I'll say. We're not going to stop, and we're going to be kind and respectful and keep speaking the word because these girls need to be safe. I had that amazing opportunity to grow up and never.
Yeah, I had the opportunity where nobody I knew was trying to compete in girls' sports. I would have, even, folks, I'm 32 years old. Wow. Even growing up, I wouldn't even have imagined that 4 generations removed from me, there would be boys trying to compete in girls' sports. 2 generations from me, there would be teenage boys trying to compete in teenage girls' sports. 1 generation removed, right? 20-year-olds now. The Leah Thomases, the Riley Gaines, I would have had no idea that something like that would have happened. And it's crazy what would even have occurred. And it's crazy that that's how far that we have fallen. No, they didn't. Oh man, the Liberty administration is certainly taking a side and trying to say they are not taking sides. Great idea to do this, Julie. Your graciousness will shine today. Bummer that Liberty didn't support your message of thanks. So if a pro-woman message isn't positive, does that mean anti-women is the positive message the New York Liberty are looking for? Make it make sense. And those positive submissions, surprisingly, cannot support women. Fans are being silenced or berated when they try to peacefully express a viewpoint that stands up for the W and the WNBA. It's pure censorship. There have been many of these types of incidences. Absolutely. And Riley Gaines brings one of these incidences up. One that I left off as I was recapping this. So far, WNBA representatives have cursed out teenage girls for wearing these shirts in Seattle, made a mom and daughter cover these shirts in Atlanta, and then altered a paid scoreboard message to support the brand in New York. You can't make this stuff up. Here we have Maine girl dads going on Fox and speaking about the New York Liberty, the WNBA, and how far that they've lost their way.
One thing, and I think to kind of paraphrase Brett Kavanaugh in the SCOTUS decision, indirectly protecting girls in sport, is that you exclude girls when you claim to want to include the biological men or boys, people who are transgender in girls' sports. But it's not just putting girls in harm's way or depriving them of opportunity. You're also invading their spaces, and that's the issue that you're also tackling in Maine on the legislative agenda.
Exactly. So we, the Maine Girl Dads, are a group of 8,000 dads that are leading an initiative in Maine to fight for the sex-based civil rights of our daughters. We're doing it through a ballot referendum that will make single-sex sports and spaces the rule of the land in our schools in Maine. And you're right, when it comes to males invading girls' spaces, it's not only about sports, it's also about their intimate boundaries. So the same issue of allowing a male onto a sports team or a male to win a state championship, like happened last year of winning the pole vault championship in Maine, is also the same root issue of allowing males into their personal spaces. There are males every day in the bathrooms, locker rooms, and showers
Bathrooms, locker rooms, and showers. This is absolutely incredible. It's incredible. And then you have people on the school board saying, yeah, this is okay. This is perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about. Not a big deal. You're making it a big deal. You're just making it a big deal. It's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it. Wow. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. That means so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.